Ask up
Artist.
Ask up
Artist.
Ask up
Goat artist.
Ask up
Goat
Artist of
goat
goats
artist.
and many other things.
Ask
Many other
up.
things. April is here. She's a goat artist. You probably want us to not say it's not just goat
No,
art.
it's
you
more
do.
than goat art, but that's what got her here.
Yeah. What? But there's a lot of I like goats, April. So I like you. But there's a lot of goat art. Would you say goat art is your primary type of art?
I would say at this point, yes,
Okay.
as well as I've been working in polymer clay as well and making
Polymer clay.
Yeah.
So like, what is polymer clay? Then?
So it's basically a clay that you can just bake in your oven. So I've been making.
Delicious.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't eat it.
Oh.
It's not edible clay.
I
Nope.
need to go now. I have to go to the hospital and have my stomach pumped. No, so but what do you make goat art out of polymer clay, or do you
No,
do
actually,
you
I
make other things?
make little like funny characters, little monsters.
Okay.
Lately
Alright.
I've been doing some like gnome figurines.
Okay.
And what is the name of your business?
It's just aprilriedel.com.
Oh, it's just April Riedel. I thought it was
Spell Riedel.
RIEDL.
RIEDL.com. aprilriedel.com. And I go to that place. So what happened was it open on Thursday that your
No, it was the day after you held a goat and we were talking about goats.
and the guy texted in.
He texted in, yeah.
And then we checked out aprilriedel.com because I like goats. I've always liked goats. And if you go to your page, there's a lot of animal art, but there is definitely a lot. There's goat art.
Yes.
And it says personal pet portrait testimonials. So you do portrait of people. I could have had her do a George Bailey thing.
You can still have her do a George Bailey thing.
Yeah, he doesn't have to sit for it. It can just be pictures of him.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be weird.
Sit, stay, whatever. Yeah, if he came now, it would be. He's quite dead. But how is I just want to get to the question. How is the goat art a thing? Why is there goat art? Random. It's called Goats of Mayhem on your site. And so there's Santa goat. He's smoking a cigarette. There's In Goat We Trust with a goat with laser eyes. My favorite is Crazy Screaming Blue Goat. Goats of Mayhem. Crazy Screaming Blue Goat is my favorite. Why goat art?
Me personally, I like goats as well. And I've always found that goats have like great expressions on their faces. Like I do like searching online of like pictures of goats and I'll put in like laughing goat or,
So goats are interesting subjects.
I think they are. I think they're very, like I said, they have very great facial expressions and yeah, I just really like them.
Just like goats.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
what's
so-
not to like with
She
goats?
likes goats and she doesn't look like a goat.
You like goats and you kind of have a goat feature. And I still don't know what it is. April, do you see goat and Tom?
What do you mean I have a goat feature? This is a new thing.
No, it's not. I've told you this
What do you
before.
mean I have a goat
You
feature?
kind of look like a goat. I don't know. And not
The greatest of all time.
exactly. You look like Tom Brady. It's
Hey,
wild.
He does have a goatee.
I have a goat.
Maybe
That's
it's the
actually the T stands for Tom. It's a goatee.
It's
It's
the
for
goat
Tom.
Tom.
It's the goat Tom.
I think it's the eyes.
So you just think they're interesting subjects, so that's why you did. Like
Yeah.
there's a guy that does the blue dog. I've been in that
Mhm.
gallery in New Orleans.
Yeah, I've
and
seen that before.
You do goats or
Yeah.
whatever. So now is this your full-time job? Are you making a living with the art?
No, but I'd love to. Actually,
because
I
there
have
are starving artists, is what you are. You're
Right,
not, you don't make a
basically,
living
yeah.
at it.
I
Yeah.
have to have another job to support my
All right.
habits.
And like a lot of we'll get into what you do and what services you advise, what art you offer, and how people can get into your stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But I find it very interesting. So.
Thank you.
And you can see what's going on in here right now. TomTube at 95WIILRock.com is up and running. It's Ask an Artist today. It's 8:23.
Excessive heat warning, sunny and 99.
This is Aaron Jones on Will Rock. The camera configurations are not. It does not offer the one I want.
No?
Here, I know that's not the. It shouldn't be bad though. Just jump on the highway.
Yeah, it wasn't actually that bad. It was like straight 90 and then straight 294 in your hair. Like I've been out here before, so it's like Six Flags and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just been a while since I've been out this way.
So do you live in Arlington Heights then?
No, I live in Huntley.
Oh shit. Just thought I took a really good picture of your dog.
Aaron Jones on Will Rock, Blood in the Water, Tom and Leah Will Rock Morning Show. It is 8:26.
Excessive heat warning, sunny and 99 today, 75 for a low tonight, and 95 tomorrow. It's 80 in Mundelein and 80 in Beach Park.
95, Will Rock 95. Second update. A pair of Lake Villa area men facing charges after reportedly vandalizing multiple Round Lake Beach businesses. David Dolan and Anthony Shields accused of spray painting anti-Semitic symbols and other hate speech on buildings in the pre-dawn hours yesterday. The 18 and 19-year-old each face 5 varying hate crime counts, as well as a misdemeanor charge for criminal defacement of property. A teenage survivor says his rescue, along with 7 others from a broken cable car that was dangling over a steep gorge in northwestern Pakistan, was a miracle. He says he and others felt repeatedly that their death was imminent during the 16-hour ordeal. The passengers, including 6 students, were pulled from the cable car in several rescue attempts yesterday.
It's a movie. It's something you see in a movie. Did you watch the video of the helicopter plucking them out of there?
I did.
It was pretty impressive.
There's just people hanging on cables pulling
No, it
people
gave
out of
me
there
anxiety.
too.
I couldn't even.
You can watch it.
I couldn't
was
even
watching
watch
it.
it.
I'm like, save these people. That's a movie.
Yeah,
That's
they
a
got
movie.
everybody out.
Yeah, that is crazy. So congratulations on still being alive.
Will Rock Sports brought to you by the plumbers and steam fitters of Local 118. They're looking for welders now. Go to ualocal118.com. Brewers win, Cubs and White Sox lose, Chicago Dogs win. All 4 teams will be in action today.
And finally, a woman in Indiana, she has a condition. Have you ever heard of this before? It's called no burp syndrome.
But
I don't have
she's just
that.
going to explode one day.
Well, she bloats. She has excessive flatulence, and it's causing her belly to be distended because she's not able to burp.
Single gal, huh?
Yeah, not dating anybody.
No, really. Go figure.
Well, and I'm just like, okay, so if you
we
can't,
laugh, but it's not funny.
Yeah,
you
it
don't want
sucks.
to. You don't want to be her.
No. And so if you can't burp, it's got to come out the other way. Is that what I'm understanding?
And it must have to get forced through.
It probably hurts.
Yeah,
that
that's what
is
I'm
a
saying.
painful fart.
Yeah,
because it was.
That is a painful fart, not one of those delightful farts that you love to feel. A painful fart.
But you know what
Leah's
I
over here
mean?
trying to fart. She's like, man, that feels so good.
Sometimes they do.
Yeah, I love me a good.
But like, if I were to sit here and
But
swallow
indeed.
all of my burps, would I fart more? Like, I just have so many questions.
So April's here today. Thanks for not getting up and walking out. That's what you're part of.
She doesn't
today
have to
is
associate with this
Leah
part.
over here is discussing the finite points of what happens if she swallows her burps and will she have painful farts.
Extra farties.
Yeah. Yeah. That's something you want to try one day?
I just
or-
never thought of it like that.
That's why I was struggling earlier this morning because I'm like, so if I can't burp, it's anyhow. Good news for her and future boyfriends of hers.
I don't know that that's a thing, but okay.
She's now receiving Botox injections in her throat for her condition.
Sounds like a treat. Shots in the throat. Wait, I can't burp. I have very painful farts, and you're going to jab a needle in my throat. Good God, Lord, take me now. End my misery.
Oh no, listen, it's helping her condition.
Oh, wait, this just came in. She just burst into flames. Things are getting better for her every moment.
Oh, she's able
Shots
to
in the
belch.
throat are making it so that she can
Botox
burp.
in the throat, yeah, is gonna allow her to belch when her body demands it.
And again, she's single, so guys,
If you're looking,
if you're looking, we got a gal for you.
Her name's Natalie.
All right. Find her on Tinder.
Natalie Bickle.
Natalie Bickle. Oh, she just gets sexier every minute. Who you dating? Natalie Bickle. Oh, that's hot. I feel so bad for
I
her.
do too.
And you're over there laughing.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not dead.
All right. Well, she wishes she were. She absolutely wishes she was dead.
No.
Entire cancer.
Not your wallet. For the latest news in rock, the WIIL Rock Report. 820, 1220, and 420. Search Rock Report at 95WIILRock.com.
I'm usually pretty good with the questions when we have Ask, but there are so many directions and things with our first ever goat artist.
Well, she did the Goats of Mayhem calendar for this year, and if we bought it right now,
yeah, we should get at least an 8/12 discount.
Yeah, if you have any left.
Are there leftover Goats of Mayhem calendar?
I can get more made actually.
Okay, but if there were extra, we could get them at a discount, and,
Right.
and we could cut the calendar part off and frame the goats part.
Exactly.
So,
I actually have a copy of one here,
oh, do you really?
but it's actually from 2022, I believe.
So this is something you do every year. That's what I was getting.
Somebody got this is the first question I got. If you have questions for Ask a Goat Artist today, she does other art too. Text them in now to 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword. Somebody already asked, will there be a Goats of Mayhem 2024 calendar?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is this like your main business thing? Is your Goats of Mayhem calendars?
Trying to be actually. I've been trying to get word out on my artwork and the Goats of Mayhem, as well as the other stuff that I do.
Okay.
So,
Well, we should have at least tens of listeners now getting in on this. I like goats. I like mayhem. I actually have a goat. Have you ever heard of? Is it? I don't know. Maybe this is competition, so you're gonna be upset about it. I have a calendar somebody gave me when I talked about how much I like goats.
Yeah.
Goats and trees.
Oh, I've seen pictures of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a large goat art community where you commiserate? Are there conventions or anything? Or
I've never really looked, but maybe I will.
all right.
Maybe I'll create my own goat convention.
Well, there you go.
You will create your own goat convention.
There you go. Yep.
Tom will go. April will be there, and that will be the two of you.
I'm gonna things that I never thought anybody would say on the show for 100, Alex. So there will be a calendar though.
Yeah.
And now, so do you have to come up then with 12 new goat art
Yeah, for sure.
things for it?
Yeah.
Do you get it's writer's block with a writer? Do you get artist's block, or you're like, oh, what goat thing am I going to do now?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll do some research online. Like at one point I was researching like if there were any like facts about goats. And one of the ones was that there was the possibility that they discovered coffee berries. And so
Wait, goats discovered coffee?
yeah, I'm not sure.
So we owe coffee to goats.
Not if it's 100% true.
Mhm.
You never know online, but
Yeah. Really? Things on the internet aren't always true.
not always.
What? I know everything I saw. There was.
I'm going to bring this up with my Nigerian prince friend. When he talks to me. But you don't know if goats. Computer, did goats discover coffee? She won't.
From LDC.com.
Okay.
The legend says that the first coffee berries were discovered by an Ethiopian goat herd circa 800 AD.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently they started eating them and got a little hyper from
A little
them.
caffeinated, do you think?
Yeah. And their boss was like, "Hey, let's get back to work.
Right.
We're not just on goatberry break all day. We're calling them goat berries. What would you call them?" The goats were like, "Coffee." All right, we'll call them that. So goats discovered coffee. We learned that today on the Will Rock Morning Show with Tom and Leah. And so you research and then you kind of just find different goat things. Is there a goat coffee piece that you have already?
I do. I have it with me.
Oh, now would be the time.
Now would be the time to. We have cameras going. TomTube is up and running. You'll be able to see this. And has this been in the calendar already, or is this going to be you're saying for the 2024 calendar?
Yeah, it is in the calendar.
It is in the.
Well, it's in the previous calendar.
Do you have a favorite piece? Mine is the blue one.
That's her logo.
Crazy Screaming Blue is the best of all. Disco Inferno is frightening. It's goats dancing on skulls or people dying in lava
So that's
with disco balls.
That's
That
what
is the
that
goat.
is.
Okay, that is the goat eating the coffee berries. Goat discovers coffee berries. All right.
That is awesome. I saw the picture and I was like, okay, the goat's just liking its berries.
Goat zombie apocalypse. Is there a favorite? Do you have a favorite of all your?
my favorite. Well,
I'm not making fun of this in any way, by the way.
no.
As far as art goes, I'm not a very art person.
Yeah.
I would hang this stuff up.
I could hardly color in the lines.
Yeah, but I don't mean doing art, just enjoying art.
Yeah.
I'm like, I went and saw the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, which is how you say Van Gogh, And I was like, well, that's cool or whatever. But this goat thing, I would buy this and hang it up.
Yeah, actually, a friend and neighbor bought like every single piece I made so far,
Really?
except for I think one.
They're
And
full house
he has
goats.
them in his. I believe he said he has it like going down in the hallway to his like basement, so you can like see it going down.
Yeah, don't hang out with him solo. He wants you in a crawl space if you bought it all. But yeah, like, so how much, like, to buy, like, these are prints of your work, right? But this is not.
These are the actual originals. I
You
actually
have that is an original.
yeah, I contacted him and said, "Hey, can I get some? Can I like take some to the radio show today?" And he brought like all of them except for
Wow.
except for this one because this one's much bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he just brought them on. I'm like, okay.
Is he an art person or is it just your art? Does he have an eye for art or does he have an eye for your art?
I think he just really liked the goats.
I do too. Like, I wouldn't buy all. I would buy. Who has the blue screaming goat?
He has it.
How much did he pay, or how much would he part with that for?
I don't know. I'd have to find
Probably
out.
outside of my art budget. I currently do not have an art budget, by the way. But so if you make another one, if he doesn't scoop it up, how much would the original of one of your things cost?
So the original, so that one's about like a 9x12 size. So
Yeah.
they're around like $75 at that size.
Wow, that is cheap. I think inexpensive. I should. So if I wanted to commission you, because there's animals on your site, and I wanted to commission you we'll talk about that coming up. We'll go outside the goat area.
Okay.
Coming up, but I find the goat art very intriguing. It is 8:41.
Excessive heat warning, sunny and 99 today.
April Riedel, RIEDL.com. If you want to know more, you can see that on the live stream now on TomTube. Live video is up and running, and we'll show some of the art off on there as well. Let's ask a goat artist today. Things I never thought I'd say out loud on the radio for 1,000, please. Leah is going to be out tomorrow starting at 2.
Yes, I'm going to shoot the clay pigeons.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's so yeah.
It's skeet and
Are
trap.
you doing it?
I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
I want to do it. 95 WIIL Rock at Northbrook Sports Club. I talked to Jerry who set all this up, and I said I want to go to this too. The premier 735-acre membership-only shooting club. Tournament membership info at northbrooksportsclub.org. Clays, skeet, trap, and more. And Leo will be out there tomorrow starting at 2. Stop out and see her. She'll have tickets for the Offspring Credit Union 1 Amphitheater in Tinley Park Saturday and Pearl Jam at the UC in September. Your chance to win those tickets. Check out what they've got going on there. Northbrook Sports Club is on Sports Club Drive in Haynesville, and you get all the details on the road trips page at 95WIILRock.com. There's Dorothy, 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Tom and Leah Will Rock Morning Show. It is 8:51. Ask an Artist today. April is here, and it's not, I want to point out, it is not just
goat.
So can you transform people into goats? Can you do an amalgamation of me and a goat?
I'm willing to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's never been done before.
You've never done a human goat hybrid?
No, not
Me
yet.
as a goat. Is that it?
That's going to be that's my challenge.
That's a doable thing.
Yeah.
If it's good, maybe we'll make it into the calendar. Tom Goat.
That'd be so awesome.
That'd be the moment.
I've already got all the months. I've got all the ideas.
Well, it wouldn't be a whole kit. It wouldn't be 12 different Tom Goats. I would have her calendar. I would be one Tom Goat.
Oh, I would pay for
there would
12
be 12
Tom
different
goats.
Tom Goats.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a little too excited there.
I did because I was just imagining. Oh, there's so many
But
possibilities.
this would be my I knew I made it one moment. I was a goat in a calendar. So are we being serious right now? I hope we're being serious right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Me as a goat.
You as a goat.
All right, let's get it done. And then we'll have you back in and we'll have a big unveiling.
Big reveal.
We'll get some wine and some past hors d'oeuvres.
Yes.
And we'll have a gallery showing of Tom Goat.
Well, and I had to apologize to April too, because this turnaround was awesome. Thank you so much for being able to come in today, or else I would have been putting weed in my butt. But
I feel like anytime we reference that, it needs to be explained. We do guests on Wednesday, and if you're listening and you have if you're not listening, I don't know how you hear me right now. So anyway, if you have a interesting hobby or a friend with an interesting hobby or job or fetish or whatever, and you think they'd be a good guest on the show, Wednesdays we have guests on the show. Email Leah at 95willrock.com. We had your boyfriend, common law, whatever he is, text in about you. And then we went and looked at the webpage. I'm like, she's a guest in the making. So if you have somebody like that, email Leah at 95willrock.com. So if we have guests that blow us off, then we need to fill however much time. Depending on the interesting level of the guest is how long they stay on the show. Might be 2 breaks, might be 2 hours.
Yeah.
You're a goat artist. You're going to be here 2 hours. That's how long it is. If we have a guest blow us off, we have large chunks of time to fill.
Yeah.
Now we'll occasionally get high at work because we get away with that for some reason. It's legal. We're in a state where it's legal, and we don't care about our jobs so much. So we do Weed Wednesday. We've done it once. And we had fun. I don't know how it was for radio, but we don't care.
It's probably pretty bad especially for those that don't partake or understand.
Moments of brilliance followed by an hour of WTF in broadcast. So, I'm a gummy guy. I've never really gotten into smoking things or whatever like that. I did a juice cleanse, so I couldn't eat the gummies because I was being very militant about sticking to the juice cleanse. And I said to Leah, so I can't have any gummies this week. She said, oh, there's a topical solution that you can rub where it hurts or whatever. I said, you can't rub it on my soul. She said, well, there's suppositories.
Yeah.
I don't know if have you ever had, you're an artist. You have lots of marijuana in your life. You don't want to say. Sure. She says, sure. Whatever. Anyway, so is it, well, that no calories. I can do it while I'm doing so she actually went and got some.
Oh my God.
So the next time we have a guest blow us off, in case of emergency, break glass and shove this where the sun doesn't shine. So the next Weed Wednesday is going to be.
Because Tom's soul is in his butt.
Well, no, it's to get it into the bloodstream. If you're going to put my soul somewhere,
it's in your ass.
I imagine that was where it would be. Wow. She's cackling at my soul is in my ass.
That can't be good.
April's over here wondering what her common law husband, boyfriend has gotten her into. Yeah. Yes, and listens to. So we're now just stalling for Tim. So let me ask you the next question. In my line of thinking is, can people commission you? You're talking about making me into a goat, which how long is that going to take to turn around?
So that's what I was going to get to.
When will we? Because we need to get it on the calendar.
Because I had asked
for
her
a gallery show here,
to come in, and then I was like, "Any chance you could do this?" And then I had to apologize because I'm like, "This is like real legit art, you know?
This is work."
So I apologize.
And we have exhausted our entire goat art budget here at
Mhm.
Alpha Media.
Yeah, we don't have
We've
anything.
actually exhausted our entire promotional budget for this show because we don't have one.
No.
So we would be asking you to do it pro bono, gratis, if you will. The entire promotional budget, it goes to, you've probably heard of Lord Cicero and Tina, the human laugh track Brie. Our entire promotional budget. They have a blimp and I'm sure a jet and
That's
all
how they
sorts
get
of
to
money.
work.
All sorts of money's been spent on them. So we don't have any budget for that. But if you would be willing to do this
Yeah,
pro
absolutely.
bono. And then what we'll do is we'll have a
An
big
unveiling.
reveal. How
Yeah,
long
yeah.
will that take? How long does it usually take to crank out a goat art piece?
Usually around about a couple of weeks. I'll
weeks.
spend like a few hours a day here and there on it.
Few
So
hours.
There are different artists that there are artists that just bang it out like one, and there are artists that take their time and over time develop it.
There are
And
also
you are-
artists that take paint and slap it on a wall and go boom.
I'm assuming hers is a little more complex
A
than
lot
that.
more complex.
And is it oil? Is it oil paints or
no, it's actually soft pastel. So it's kind of like a chalk but softer.
Okay, all right.
Nothing we could work with.
So in a few weeks we will have Goat Tom and we will do the big reveal.
It'll
Come
be
here, notice,
amazing.
and she thinks that's just the most amusing thing. Me as a goat. She also finds it amusing that my soul is in my buttocks.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Butt soul.
yeah, butt soul we call that. Tim is now here. We'll move along to something more normal, if that is a thing on the show. It's 8:57.
Excessive heat warning. Sunny and 99 today. 75 for a low tonight. 95 tomorrow. It's 81 in Antioch and 82 in Vernon Hills.
95 Will Rock 95 second update. A Lake Villa man facing charges from multiple jurisdictions after he allegedly admitted to a quote-unquote crime spree. Drew Nelson accused of stealing golf carts in Wakanda, Ingleside, and Fox Lake during the morning hours yesterday. He's also accused of stealing a 1962 Porsche, which he ditched. Maybe he couldn't
Yes.
drive it.
He was like having his best life ever. He was having like a Jason Bourne crime spree,
Right.
right?
Except there was
Yeah.
no shooting or anything.
Yeah.
He was just taking stuff that wasn't his.
He didn't seem to have a like. You're not going to be able to sell these golf carts or this port. He was just living his best life for a day, right?
Well, yeah.
seems like.
Now he's facing a bunch of charges for it, though. The 34-year-old taken into custody by Wakanda police. He's been charged by them and the sheriff's office. He's being held without bodies in court in about an hour.
If I find out I have like a week to live, I might emulate what he did.
It was a nice golf cart. One of them was like a 6-person private
Golf cart,
Yeah.
1962 Porsche, not too bad. If you
Awesome.
can drive stick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, Rock Sports brought to you
But
by
he didn't go very fast.
No.
did it? No.
Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. The Brewers beat the Twins yesterday. They'll play this afternoon. Cubs lose to the Tigers. They wrap up a 3-game set this afternoon, as do the White Sox and Mariners. White Sox lost yesterday. Chicago Dogs win their 4th straight. They'll play tonight.
And finally, Diane Bonfingolo.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
No, not even close. She accidentally dropped her phone into a lake. She lives in New Hampshire.
Whoops.
Yeah. Have you ever dropped your phone in water before? It sucks.
No.
No?
No.
Never into the toilet?
No. No.
No.
My coworker, Lisa, I believe it
No,
was,
it was
dropped
Emily.
something. Was it?
And then
Dropped-
she urinated on it.
Okay, that's a different story. But I like your story better than mine, so do tell.
Wait a second. Is that
was
not how the story goes?
No, I don't know this
Okay,
story.
wait a
I'm
second.
sure I've heard it, but I just forgot it, or I mentally blocked it out intentionally to protect myself.
I thought it was at the beer festival that she was
Okay.
like squatting and her phone fell out of her pocket.
Oh,
and then
she did on a lawn one time outside because, well, she's anyway. She into like a porta john with the blue and or an
No.
actual toilet.
No,
did
like-
she grab it out of there?
And I don't know. I swear I heard it on your show.
I don't know. Lisa,
Okay.
one time on one of the trips we took, dropped it into a toilet. And I'm like, well, if you throw a couple of bucks in, I'll reach in and get it. So it's worthwhile to me. Or
Well, so that's what I was going to ask. Like, what would you be like? Whose phone would you be willing to jump into water for?
Mine or Yola's. That's
Yeah,
about
that's it.
If it was yours, I'd be like, wow, tough break.
What if it
Yeah.
was just into a lake?
Lake? Yes.
Okay. You
A
would
lake,
go.
I'd
You would
jump in.
go.
Well, if it's a phone that I think had a chance, like they make them water resistant now.
Mhm.
If it's a phone I think I had a chance of saving, sure. I mean, phones are expensive.
They're very expensive.
I think I would
But
jump
for
in.
someone
if
you
your
didn't
phone
know-
fell in the lake, maybe I I do things for. This is gonna sound like, oh, look at me, I'm a great guy. I
do things for people.
I do. If
It's
I
my
see
good deed of the day. I
No,
jump
if I
15
see-
feet into a lake to
if I
save
see
someone's
somebody
phone.
having a problem, I will
Yeah.
in general help them. My son Jake says, "Dad, you're very good at like seeing that
Mhm.
people who need help and
Yeah.
whatever." And it's not, oh, I'm a great person. It just seems natural to me.
Right.
Um,
There's a lot of Jags in the world.
I think if I was on a pier and
Mhm.
somebody's
Phone.
I think I'd jump in if I'd throw my phone out of my pocket first.
Well,
Yeah. That would backfire if I just jump. Now I've ruined 2 phones. So anyway, this lady I can't fly to New Hampshire right now, so this lady's out of luck.
Yeah, no, it's all good though, because there's a young man, his name is Simon, and he was on a boat with some friends nearby, and he then dove into the lake
Yeah, I think I'd do
to
what
look for
Simon
her
did.
lost phone.
Yeah.
He was actually able to retrieve the phone on his first dive. Police have dubbed him Saint Simon for his
It's
efforts.
a phone. He's not a saint. It's a phone. It wasn't a baby. See, anybody's baby I would jump in for,
Well, yeah.
I would.
So.
I think it's a case by case thing. I would assess the person in the situation.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good for Simon though. And he said
Saint
that was
Simon to you.
Saint Simon. Was the phone, did we rice bag it and whatever? And
I don't think he had the rice bag it because, like you said,
there are waterproof phones.
They're
Sean
not waterproof. They're water resistant.
Sean and I got into that debate in Sturgis because we were talking about pushing Mark from House of Harley into the pool
Right.
at the Pappy Hoyle. And I said, well, here's what I'll go up and snatch his phone out of his hand and then push him in. Look at me saving Mark's phone. I'm saving him even before the fact
even enters the
I'm saving
water.
him. And then Sean was like, no, you don't have to do that. That phone's waterproof. They're not waterproof. They're water resistant.
Resistant. Yes. They only last for a certain amount of time and a certain depth.
Once water
well.
starts to seep in, you're done. Anyway, all right.
So there's that.
I had a friend whose expensive, like $400 sunglasses fell in when we were on his boat in a lake. And I did not jump in after him because I had already been maligning him for having $400 sunglasses.
Yeah, who has that?
I'm like, right. I sit on them or lose them or break them. I'm like, why would you? It's just money loss waiting to happen. So,
I had a friend when we were camping who lost his prescription sunglasses because he was saving Quinn. He thought that she wasn't breathing. She jumped off a cliff into the water.
it seems like it's its own segment on the program.
It should have been.
How old was Quinn at the time?
It was just the other day.
Oh, this was past.
This was
You
over
are the mother of the year. It's the weekend I took my children to jump off a cliff.
That sounds good.
And it was such a dangerous cliff that someone we were with thought that she died. How is this not the number one thing you learned this weekend is don't let your children jump off cliffs?
Well, they love jumping off of
Well,
them.
then let them do it. Mom of the year.
Well, she didn't. She went to go plug her nose, which when you're jumping off a 30-foot cliff, it kind of like.
Your arms are flailing.
Well, you got to flare your arms, right?
Or you don't hit the water right.
And she didn't, so she face.
Oh.
Wow. And your friend jumped in to save her?
He was already in the water, and when she popped
Oh.
up, she was very upset, obviously.
I
but
can imagine.
he thought something else was wrong.
Laughing at death.
Oh.
Leah's just up on top of the cliff, drinking her beer and laughing.
Right.
That's the sound right there. We take
Yep.
you now with the audio over to what this is what it sounded like. Ah, psh.
The evil laugh.
That's what it sounded like. Mom of the year. Welcome to Mom of the Year on 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Our finalist, Leah, here, shoving her children off cliffs.
They jumped.
All right.
They willingly
know.
jumped multiple times.
You make it sound like that's better. As you're standing. Sure, go ahead.
You want to know?
Grab mommy a beer before you go.
I was down in the water when it happened, and you want to know why? Because I go in first and I dive down and I look and make sure there's no because they've jumped off this cliff for years. I make sure there's nothing that they're going to land on or hurt themselves
If they've done it for years, but you checked again this year. Do you think that during the off season that the boulder fairies dropping boulders in there?
I think that things can shift and it kind of freaks me out.
All right. Plate tectonics. You understand plate tectonics?
Yes.
That's
me.
Know what I just said.
No, the plates shift in the earth and things move in the ocean and in the bodies of water.
You were in the ocean?
No, we were in the river.
So April is here. It's Ask an Artist today. If you have questions, text them in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword. I was talking about that we've commissioned her to make me into a goat, apparently.
More so a goat.
More of a goat. I already look like a goat. I love goats.
Yeah.
Goats are the best. Like we went at the county fair when Royal Bliss was there.
Somebody
brought a goat, and it was the pictures are I want one of them to be my profile pictures at some point. I
thought it was going to be already. You said that you were going to.
I got Yola on my shoulders at Godsmack, and I was real proud that I was able to accomplish that. So that's going to be my profile picture for a little while. Plus, I look at that picture and she's just so sexy. But enough about me.
Yeah.
So I want to commission more about me. A drawing or one of your arts. What do I call it? A soft. What did you call it?
Soft pastels.
I want to commission a soft. Is this a line of work that you do? Can people commission you to do soft pastels of their whatever animals? People,
yeah, absolutely.
farmhouse?
They can, if they have pets that they really care about or whatever. How people think of them as their family.
Yeah.
I definitely have done commissions like that. People just send me in their photos and I can do it from a photo. I can change out the background if you want.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. I have the George Bailey profile picture right now with him and his little bandana. He's all dead and stuff. So it would be cool to
I have
that
a
thing.
live cat that has a bandana. I would like.
Well,
do you need cats?
You need that for the missing photos.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you do everything? Do you do landscapes and people?
I've done landscapes, mostly nature, animals, people, not so much.
Yeah.
Not as often as people,
but you can morph them into goats.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you've never morphed anyone into a goat before.
Nope.
I don't understand art. I can't do stick drawing. No. I can't do any of it at all. And I think that it's it's either in you or it isn't.
Yeah, I was just telling Leah earlier that I've been drawing since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Always drawing.
And she started drawing
horses.
Yeah. And well, you're a little kid. Oh, I like horses.
Right.
Yeah,
well, you grew up on a farm though, right?
Yeah, I grew up on a dairy farm in Huntley.
Yeah. Did you ever, when you were there, did you ever smell that dairy air?
It's everywhere.
That's rich. That dairy air is everywhere.
Yay! Team effort on the comedy this morning. Top Evil on Will Rock. April is here. If you want to see her artwork, you can go to her website. It's aprilriedel.com. You can see that now on TomTube live video streaming. What's going on here this morning at 95willrock.com. For Ask an Artist, she does goat art, but other things. We'll talk about that coming up. And if you want to know where you can see her stuff, we'll find out that as well. If you got questions, text them in now to 815-283-0095 studio. The keyword, it is 9:15.
Excessive heat warning. Sunny and 99 today. 75 for a low tonight. And hot again tomorrow. It's going to be 95. It's 80 in Zion and 82 in Crystal Lake.
Will Rock Morning Show. Thanks to the Ray and Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. Could we get you to come out to like an event and bring some of your stuff and show it off? Would you do that?
Yeah, I would absolutely do that.
Like a 501. We do these parties on Friday at 501. People come out to and hang out and have some
Like
beers and
bars
stuff.
and stuff.
Maybe we could do the world premiere of the Tom as a goat thing at an event, at a 501 club party. And you could bring some of your stuff and show it off and sell your calendar.
Not a bad
Yeah, that
idea.
would be great.
Yeah. All right. Well, when we do the premiere, that's what we will do.
Did you know a week from this Friday is a big 501?
Well, they're all big 501s.
Even
they're the
bigger.
greatest events in the history of
Yeah.
man.
Oh.
Why is it a big one?
Well, it lands on September 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
What is September 1st? Your birth month?
My birthday
Your
to
bir-
kick
oh,
off
September-
the month
oh, your
of my
birthday.
birth month.
September. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
His
I thought you
birthday.
already put it in your calendar.
Do I?
You son
Yeah,
of a-
I probably do. I can't use look at my calendar now. I'm using my phone as a
Oh,
camera because Alpha
yeah.
Media. So it's the Leah. Don't do it that day.
Oh,
because
I wouldn't
no,
want
you don't
that.
want to share it. You don't want to share your birth 501 with something
the
else.
goat,
Two
yeah.
major events. So,
You're
but
right.
it wouldn't be ready in a week. You
No,
said you'd
we're
take it
gonna
a while.
give- we're
Yeah,
right?
probably a couple weeks.
All right. So
And
listen.
I asked for it in a day.
Yeah.
I was tempting to do it too. I was
I'm
like,
sorry,
You
April.
asked, hey, can you come in on the show tomorrow? Oh, and by the way, crank out some goat art for
I'll
us.
just be up all night. It'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. But we will have a big reveal. So if you want to see her stuff, it'll be coming to a 501 club party this Friday. Just a lame, normal 501 club
No,
party.
they're all fun.
They're all fun. This Friday, we're hanging out in Spring Grove, 95 Will Rock Miller Lite 501 Club Party. We got $2 Miller Lite pints on special Will Rock swag. Tickets to see Chevelle in 3 days. Grace, the Byline Bank Aragon Ballroom, September 13th. And more this Friday at 501. Get your weekend rolling with us. Lakeview Place, Jackson Drive in Spring Grove with Miller Lite and Will Rock. Ask an artist today. April is here. If you want to see more of her stuff, go to her website. It's April Riedel, RIEDL.com. We'll go to the text line for questions coming up in just a couple of minutes if you have artist questions. What else do you do? I mean, because you said this isn't your full-time gig. How else do you have any other, do you have any other interesting things going on or?
Mostly I just do the artwork on the side.
Yeah.
I do have a regular 9 to 5 job that I have. That
Oh,
I go
you're
to.
late.
Huh?
She's late.
Oh, you're late. Yes, if it's 9 to 5.
Right.
21 minutes ago.
Yikes. Not anymore.
You had a 9 to 5 job. Sorry about that. I blame Leah. Where can people see your stuff? Like you have the website, aprilriedel.com. Congratulations on having your website. Do you have do you go to like shows or do you have a place that people can come and see your stuff?
So I have gone to shows before, obviously before the whole lockdown in 2020. I haven't done it recently. I am going to be hopefully getting back into that next year.
Okay.
Do you have a bunch of stuff sitting somewhere that you like, or do you have a backlog, or does this other guy has he buy it all, or what?
So this other guy, he did buy like most of the goat drawings. I believe he bought all of them except for maybe one.
He's really into the goat drawings.
Yeah, he really liked them. In fact, when I posted one recently, he was asking, "Hey, if it isn't sold yet, I'll buy it." And I told him, "Oh, well, this one I did digitally. I actually didn't do it with pastels. I was trying it out on my iPad."
And how did that turn out? That's totally different.
It's it's totally different. I can show you on my iPad.
Yeah,
but it's actually a goat with a chocolate pizza covered with candy corn.
I mean,
you did that on your iPad?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's a goat with a chocolate pizza covered with candy corn. You didn't have to tell me that because that's what I would draw. So it is a goat with a chocolate pizza covered with candy. And he's got a little torch too, or whatever. And he's very either happy or angry, or he's happy about it.
Who wouldn't be happy about that?
He's eating some of it. He's eating. So what percentage of your art is goat based?
I would say right now maybe it's about a quarter of it, maybe a third. But yeah, right now mostly it's been that, and then working with polymer clay that I've been doing, and then obviously any like pet portraits.
Right. What do you make with the polymer clay?
So I've made like different little creatures. I've made ones that look like little gnomes.
I love gnomes. You know how you like goats?
Yeah.
Gnomes are my thing.
Yeah,
my
I've actually
gnomies.
All right. I want Leah as a gnome.
I already am.
We're making her do everything now.
I did make a Jason gnome for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who has that? Does the goat guy, is that sitting somewhere and just scares the neighbors when they come over?
Actually, no, I just made it for this
so you
year.
don't know.
So
it'll be for sale or whatever.
Oh,
so,
yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Very cool. If you want to know more, go to the website. It's aprilriedel.com. We'll go to the text line for questions coming up for Ask an Artist. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. It's 9:24.
Excessive heat warning. Sunny and 99 today.
Keep the goats in the AC today. Your questions for April, the goat artist. The artists coming up in just a couple of minutes from Tom the Goat and Leah the Gnome. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station. Foo Fighters on 95 Rock, the rock station. Tom and Leah, Ask a Artist. Coming up, we'll go to the text line for your questions. Next, text them in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword, it's 927.
Excessive heat warning for today and tomorrow. Sunny and 99 today, 75 tonight, and then 95 tomorrow. It's 80 in Gurney and 83 in Highwood. It is time for the 95 WIIL Rock Happy Hour News. If you'd give anything to never have to clean your toilet again, you're in luck. A group of scientists, they have developed a 3D printed commode that's so slippery.
How slippery is it?
That nothing can leave a mark.
Oh, really?
So the potty is
Challenge
virtually
accepted.
fecal resistant.
All right.
You think you have fecal matter that could
I'll
couldn't resist?
I'll eat sticky food. I'll
no.
have sticky buns or sticky something, sticky rice.
They're saying fecal resistant. And as convenient as it sounds to never scrub a toilet bowl again, the toilet of the future was developed with the environment in mind, not with
Why
you not
the
having
environment?
Developing a new method for flushing a toilet, minimizing water consumption, blah bitty blah blah blah.
Blah, bitty.
You know, all
you
that
care
green-
as much. Last time she said blah diddy blah blah blah. It was about women's rights.
Uh-oh.
So you care as much about the environment as you do about women's rights. She's
me.
the misogynist on the show. Artists like you could go places you wear something sexy. She'd say stuff like she is the misogynist on the. She cares equally about the trees as she does about her.
No, I care
fellow
about.
females.
It's just when I don't understand something, I go to blah
Blah, diddy,
blah
blah,
blah
blah,
blah.
blah. So if it's more slippery, then you don't need to clean. But you still have to clean it. I mean, right?
Well,
or not?
yeah, but I mean, you're not scrubbing the fecal off
just
of
gets-
it.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
those damn water stains. Do you get those?
No.
No.
I think we clean our toilets more regularly than you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if I didn't have to work, I would be having extra time to be at home to clean the toilet and make a sandwich.
I want the guys. Okay, there you go. Kind of like you could go places, you wear something sexy and learn how to make a good sandwich. Again, her words, not mine. Hold on a second.
And in case you didn't know, that was sarcasm.
Of course.
Okay, so my question is for these scientists, can they go and meet some of their fellow scientists in the medical community, and can I get some type of Botox or pill I could swallow or something I could spray where I could coat my backside with this and then lessen my need for the
wipage.
the SRW, the standing rewipe.
Oh.
Just keep that area cleaner. Just like if the toilet can be fecal resistant, can I make my fecal resistant?
I don't
Yeah.
think you want what the potty was built.
Well, I'm saying, but I don't want to put a toilet in my butt. I want them to come up with another version of whatever created this, so that the
Sand grains.
Sand grains.
That repel water. Yeah, and
Forget what I was
silicone
asking
oil.
for. Yeah, forget what I was asking for. I do not want sand grains in my butt. I'm still dealing with the Sturgisroids.
Yeah.
And I think sand grains would make them worse.
Oh God, that just made me clench.
I have to go to the bathroom now and just check some stuff. Thank you. SinusandSnoringMD.com is where you'll meet Dr. Swerdlin and his team. And when you meet them, your life will get better because they are going to help you regain your quality of life. Literally, their mission statement: if you have sinus problems, nasal problems, snoring, allergies, sleep apnea, any of those things, ear, nose, throat, they take care of them. Dr. Swerdlin, normal guy. He'll give you his cell phone number and you'll think it's BS, but then you'll check it right in front of him and it is his cell phone number. So he's like, yes, if there's any issues or problems later on, if you have any questions, let me know and I will, I'm there for you. And he has a team. He's got a huge staff. He's got other, medical people he works with, but he's very, very much hands-on. He cares about his patients. He's going to make sure those things are taken care of, your sinus problems, your nasal problems. When you breathe better, your life gets better because you feel better, all day, but you sleep better, more rested, and that makes your life that much better. SinusandSnoringMD.com is going to improve your quality of life. Most insurance is accepted. You don't need a referral. 4 locations, so they're nearby. The place to start, right there on your computer, on your phone. SinusandSnoringMD.com. All right, one more time with April Riedel. April, RIEDL.com, if you want to see her stuff. And I have, if you go to my computer right now, I have it on the gallery of goats. It says Goats of Mayhem. So many cool photos. Those are works of art. Those are unavailable because some guy got them all. Do you think if you go missing or die, he's the guy who did it? Because that's when art, art is worth money, but when the artist expires, then it's really worth money. Is that your nightmare that your stuff will be worth millions of dollars after you pass? So
I think that's pretty much the norm for an artist.
Yeah, your stuff is. I enjoy this. Like the blue. Do you know the blue dog guy I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I was in that gallery in New Orleans. We just happened upon it, and I would like one of those, but they're already. So I don't even know that guy's alive or dead. But those are awesome. Yours are better. The crazy screaming blue goat is. I would put that up. Well, most of them I would put up. So very cool. We're gonna get Tom as a goat, I guess, and Leah as a gnome, and then you'll come out and you'll bring your stuff, and we'll have like a little showing. We'll find out a cool 501 club party.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy some of it. Leah will buy some of it. Well, that guy will make sure you go missing, and we'll be rich. Yeah, we'll get part with it.
Sounds like fun.
It's very cool. It is very cool. So, questions from the text line for you. Somebody actually asked that. Are you worried that it won't be worth a lot until after you die? There's another question that says, how much is your stuff? So like if people want to buy one of your goat things, what does that usually go for?
So they range between like 75 to 150. It depends on what size you want it in. Or
it's on a canvas?
It's actually on black paper.
On black paper. Mm-hmm. So then you buy it and then we would frame it and put it up or whatever.
I usually frame them because the soft pastels tend to smear, and I don't like to use like a spray on it because sometimes that darkens the pastels too much.
All right.
So I usually I will frame them so they don't get like smeared or damaged.
And the calendar, there's going to be another 2024 Goats of Mayhem calendar. How many years have you? Yeah, we're putting that up in the studio. That's going to be our calendar. How many years have you done the calendar?
I've only done it for 2022, actually. I did not get around to 2023. I did start doing more goats, so hopefully by 2024 I'll.
Does it bother you that the goats are your thing, or that's what the calendar is, or you like it?
I like it.
There's not another goat artist. You're not competing with anybody, right? Is there another?
No, not that I know of. But
yeah.
No, I really enjoy it. I have fun doing it. I like coming up with the ideas, and. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What about the pet portraits? Like somebody that puts in a.
They want their dog. I want George Bailey. Somebody should be getting this for me for Christmas. Somebody should be. When is my birthday, Leah?
I know it's in January 23rd.
Damn it.
Is it the 23rd?
Yeah.
I'm a number person, so.
So September 1st. So if somebody wants their pet, if you commission you to do their pet, how much does something like that go for?
Again, that also depends on the size. So like, let's say you're doing like a 16 by 20, I would say it'd be probably around like 200 or so.
Okay. It's a deal. You need to jack the prices. And then the calendars will be available on your site for what does the calendar go for? Whatever.
I believe the calendars are like $30. I have to double check on that one.
Very cool stuff.
I wanna
I mean,
flip through
I'm
this
not an
again.
art person, and I saw this, and I'm like, and your boyfriend or common law husband, or whatever, you guys been together a long time.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is him that text in. It says, April, how sexy is your man? So that's how sexy, April,
Tell
how
us how
sexy is
sexy
your
he
man?
is.
Oh, he's really sexy.
Okay,
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go. All
He's
right,
got-
calm
He's got a
down.
great sense of humor.
What's his name?
Jeremy Heatley.
Thank you, Jeremy, for texting in about this because I think it's spectacular. Thank you, April, for coming in on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you can check her out at aprilriedel.com, and it is spectacular. It's the best goat art I've ever seen.
Thank you.
I say that from the bottom of my heart. But thank you. Thank you for joining us today. And we're looking forward to Tom. I don't know if we're looking forward to it or not. Leah's
am.
looking forward to Tom Goat. I don't know how, as an artist, you'll be able to do it, but me as a goat, I don't know how somebody does that. I don't know how that just seems so
I think it's
impossible
going to look
to
like
me.
that.
All right. Not Tom is a dead goat. Tom is a living goat. Tom is a
Close.
screaming blue goat or whatever color. I don't know. It's not. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
AprilRiedel.com. It is 9:39.
Excessive heat warning, sunny and 99 today.
Corey Taylor now, 95 Will Rock the Rock Station. Corey Taylor on 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station. Tom and Leah Will Rock Morning Show. It is 9:42.
Excessive heat warning. Sunny and 99 today, 75 tonight, and then tomorrow it's going to be another hot one with highs in the mid 90s. It's 81 in Highwood and 82 in Grays Lake.
Yeah, if you work outside, hydrate and be careful. Be very careful. We need all the listeners we can get. Coming up next, some of the, I love Pez. Pez is great. We ruined Pez yesterday. Tim is the
Speak for yourself.
Tim is the funniest one on the show. Tim is the highlight of the show. Leah doesn't agree. Leah is the highlight of the show. Tim is a close second.
We're all highlighters.
I am the
What color are you?
You're the yellow.
Yeah.
Tim is the green,
Mhm.
and I'm the pink. It's only comes in handy when you yellow or green aren't
Or
available.
out.
Yeah, there you go. So yesterday Tim ruined Pez. Tim ruined Pez. And we have that for yesterday. I love Pez. Will Rock the Waves. 95 Will Rock Fun on the Chain O Lakes. Your chance to hit the waves with Wilson headed out on the chain again in the Road Rage Designs Will Rock boat. I guess it is Wilson's big going away party this Saturday.
Bye.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Bye. She says, you're going to miss him the most of all of us.
Probably because I'm not going to have anyone to.
Who do you make fun of?
I know.
It's awkward if it's me or Tim because you
Buckle
work with
up.
us every day. Elroy is your boss.
I talk about his butt chin though.
Yeah, but you can't, not as much as
no.
Wilson is your whipping post. It's
He
going to
really
be Wayne.
is.
I think it's going to be Wayne. Anyway, say goodbye to Wilson. His band, I don't know if you heard, he's in a band. He may have mentioned it. Melon Cougar is playing at this thing. Famous Freddy's Roadhouse in Fox Lake, the place to be this Saturday. It says around 3. So
around 3.
Whenever the train wreck rolls in, the boat wreck rolls in. So Wilson will be there this Saturday, and you can rock the waves with Will Rock. Watch for him out on the boat as well. It's all thanks to Road Rage Designs with 3M certified wraps for your boat or business. Skipper Bud's Boat Rentals on 173 in Antioch and the Village of Antioch this weekend. Shop and dine by nature. Explore Antioch. Details about Will Rock the Waves on the road trips page at 95willrock.com. 3 days, Grace, Will Rock, Tom and Leo Will Rock Morning Show, 9:53.
Excessive heat warning, sunny and 99 today, 75 for a low tonight, and another hot one tomorrow. It's going to be 95. It's 83 in Spring Grove and 83 in Lake Bluff.
It's been an interesting day.
It has been.
I didn't put down any of the goat art lady for a weekend rewind, but all of it as a whole was very interesting, I think. Let's check the rest of our body of work for the day. So proud as a broadcaster every day when we do this.
I'm ready.
I didn't get into the business to do Shakespeare, but just FYI, I can do Shakespeare if called upon to do Shakespeare.
I want Shakespeare then. Right now.
Oh boy.
Give it to me.
I need music for it. Hold on, I'm getting the music.
Yeah, this is not appropriate Shakespeare music.
Thank you, Tim, for understanding.
He's taking too long though.
I just want.
I know
the
what
music.
he's looking for. I
just want the music for Shakespeare. There we go.
That's what I was thinking.
Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, for if thou wilt not, be sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet. And scene. That was a good Juliet right there. What are you rolling your face at me for?
My face. I just rolled my entire face.
She rolled her entire face at me. Okay, let's hear your Shakespeare. You want more Shakespeare? Okay, pretend you just got stabbed me and ask me how bad it is. Ask me, did you stab me and ask me how bad it is?
How bad is it?
You bared your bodkin at me and you stabbed me.
How
and
bad is it?
'Tis not as deep as a well, nor wide as a church door, but 'twill serve, 'twill do. For if you look for me tomorrow, you will find me a grave man.
Get it, grave man, because he's dead? Never mind.
Don't quit your day job.
I don't think you appreciate Shakespeare.
I don't, but don't quit your
You wanted some Rambo? I can do some Rambo.
No,
and
I
spit all over
definitely.
you
I
again.
am wearing
That
my.
was spot on.
I am wearing my windbreaker.
Well,
I'd rather
wow.
your spit not be on it.
Whatever. I'm just saying. I never got into the business expecting to do Shakespeare.
I hear you.
But this is as far from Shakespeare as it can get.
It's a different kind of tragedy.
Here's what we did today. We did poop-resistant toilet. We did the burper lady. So we now covered both ends. By the way, somebody on the text line said, don't spray the poop-resistant stuff on your butt because then what did the texter say? Don't use fecal-resistant spray on your butt. You'll end up with very stinky burps. See, then it goes the other way. It works both ways.
So if you can't fart, do you think it comes out your mouth? Oh, imagine if what you burped smelled like your farts.
See, and this is what we do. This is not Shakespeare. Definitely not Shakespeare. Alterian Tide Pod Challenge.
Oh man, that was a good one.
That was some of our best work.
The aliens.
That was some of your best work.
Teams moving had to be explained to Leah. She thought sport teams were permanent everywhere. And gigs at the BK, which we'll eventually need. So, and we found a place.
Loser.
That'll hire anyone. All right. We will wrap up this Shakespearean moment coming up next on Will Rock. Leah's just over there laughing at herself. Oh, me. I'm so amusing. Tom Shakespeare sucks, but I'm so amusing.
No, the Shakespeare was all right. I just don't get Shakespeare.
It was okay.
I get Shakespeare as much as I get art, which aren't the two both art.
That's like I get opera.
Yeah. I don't get opera either.
Anyway, it's 10 o'clock now.
Hot. Excessive heat warning. Sunny and 99.
If you're working outside, best of luck and hydrate and good luck to you. Hopefully you'll make it back tomorrow for Open Phone Thursday. Tomorrow is also, by the way, National Knife Day. So if you wish to bury your bodkin, more Shakespeare, huh? Tomorrow is the day.
Bodkin.
Apparently it's a knife. We'll talk to you bright and early then, 5 until 10. You have a good day. Elwood J. Buttchin is next on Will Rock.